Okay, I'm working today on my third flesh highlights, which is the second flesh, that's yellow ochre, with a little bit of white, titanium white added to brighten it up. Now, it may not be really obvious from a distance, but if I move in a little bit closer, I'm going to see that I've added the third flesh highlights basically on this side of the forehead, down the bridge of the nose, and fairly close in. When you get close, you can see it. A little bit at the tip, around the edge, not all the way up and around the edge of the nostril, but close. I've got highlight from the inner corner of this eye and the outer corner of this eye. That helps make the figure kind of dynamic coming out towards you. I've got a little bit here for the cheekbone, quite a bit here for the other cheek, the very outside of the ear, down this tendon in the neck. I kind of did both sides here so that you had a sense of 3 dimensions. That's my husband who just walked in. Little top of the collarbone over here, and the other side of the neck tendon to get a little bit of 3 dimension there. If you look a little bit closer to the face, we've got the upper part of the upper lip, not on the upper lip, but just above it on the philtrum, just really close to where the lips meet. There's a little bit of third flesh, tiny bit in the corner, pulled down here, and the very top of the chin bump. Got a little bit more. You notice that each time I'm using less and less space. I'm getting closer and closer and finer and finer. I was using a, let's see, that's a number 5 brush. I think you all have some number 3 brushes that you can use. And third flesh, you really only need 1 coat. And with that titanium white, it can be pretty stark, so tap the edges. Tap the edges with your finger if you find it's getting a little too chalky. Lick your finger. Remember, spit's that great, a great medium to thin out that paint. So make sure you blend those edges by tapping them. I did not do the upper lid, not the upper lid. We don't do that. The upper lid only gets flesh 1 and flesh 2. That's all it gets before we start getting into the eyes. So that gives you an idea of third flesh and what needs to happen there. And I'll be posting a little more when I get the enliveners, because I'll be at the enliveners next.